我觉得2年前的自己应该完全想不到我有勇气来做这件事情。It's my pleasure to successfully invite him to be my YouTube's guest.
You kind of have to put yourself in like a difficult situation. Yeah, if you repeat the same sentence over and over again, you're probably not going to learn anything. So you have to change it up, make it different, make it difficult.
I'm going wheels up from the east side, maybe cross a couple borders and see those northern lights. Finally take it all in with my own eyes. It's time to write my story, got my whole life waiting for me. I see the bigger picture and I know I'm gonna figure it out. And I don't gotta wait till next year comes around.
嗨，大家好，我是艾比，欢迎回到我的频道。今天这集要来挑战全英文访谈，来探讨关于菲式口音跟学习英文的问题。为什么呢？因为在我当初决定要来菲律宾念语言学校的时候，我的各个朋友或是网友就是各种好奇或是担心，来菲律宾上课到底会不会学到奇怪的口音，导致我听到太多这种想法，然后我自己飞来之前就觉得有点紧张，又有点期待，又有点害怕这样。可是我现在已经来第3周了，我觉得好像可以拍胸脯的跟大家保证，大家真的不用担心太多菲式口音的问题。我自己念的学校是 QQEnglish， 在 IT Park 这校区，然后这里1对1授课老师全部都是菲律宾老师。但我今天想要访问的对象很特别，他不是菲律宾老师，他是我的菲律宾老师们的老师，来自美国的 native speaker。他每个礼拜2晚上都会在学校开免费团课，所以我每个礼拜都很乖的去上课，也觉得在过程中学到了很多怎么样更精进如何学英文的这些小技巧。然后我就也很好奇，不知道他对于口音的这些想法，所以今天我就准备了3个题目。第一个就是问他怎么想关于菲式口音的问题，第二个是他会怎么建议我们怎么样去调整自己的口音，第3个是身为 native speaker 的他会怎么去给我们学习英文的小技巧，让我们在学习的过程中可以更如鱼得水一点。那以上就是我今天想做这支影片的原因，那我们就等一下等他来吧。Here is Justin. It's my pleasure to successfully invite him to be my YouTube's guest. Could you say hi to my audience?
Hi everyone.
Today we will discuss some questions. Many Taiwanese people ask me, how about studying English in the Philippines? Are teachers here good or not? To be honest, before I came here, there were a lot of people told me, if I study in the Philippines, maybe I will meet many teachers with a strong accent. We call that 菲式口音. It's like a style of Filipino accent.
Okay.
Yeah, so which means maybe you will learn accent from the Filipino, not really learn accent of a native speaker. But I think when I arrived here, this week is my 3rd week. I took more than 70 classes and I met many, I think 60 teachers here. I was surprised that most of them, they have a really good accent. I think I just met one teacher. He has a little strong accent, so I couldn't understand his words.
Yeah.
But except that teacher, the remaining teachers are really good. And last day I met you. I think it's on my 2nd day here.
Okay.
I asked you a stupid question. I said, "Oh, you speak English so well. Why do you come here to study English?" And then you say, "Oh, you aren't a student. You are an American, a genuine native speaker, and you are the teacher's teacher." And I heard that, and I know, that's why maybe teachers here speak English so well because of you. So today I prepared 3 questions. Okay. I want to listen to your thoughts. It's okay? Let's get started.
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's the first question. What do you think about this problem? Do you think the Filipino accent is a big problem here or not? If yes, how do you train the teachers here? Or will you arrange some classes for them because you are their teacher? If not, how do you ensure the teachers here all have the good accent, good pronunciation? Because I heard you have a team and the team member are Filipino. You will check maybe recorded videos of online classes every day. If there is something wrong, like a grammar or pronunciation is correct or incorrect. If there is something wrong, you will send a message to the Filipino teacher. But how about the offline classes? How do you make sure the teaching quality?
With our teacher quality, I would say this would be like quality control. A lot of our newer teachers, they're trained for 2 weeks, which is kind of ensures that they know how to teach. Then after that, after they start teaching, we actually assign them like one of the trainers to kind of like to help them and guide them for like the first 3 months of teaching. And what they do is if there's any, let's say if you complain, the trainer will actually watch their playback video of their class and give them feedback. And I do the same thing as well. So all of our new teachers, basically I would watch them, one of their classes, that their first week of teaching, and I'll give them feedback on their pronunciation and grammar. So there's lots of lines of defenses for their pronunciation and grammar. So if they need any help, we can give it to them. First, we want our customers to be happy, the people learning the English language. And second, we have to make sure our teachers have the tools that they need to, help them improve so they can become better teachers. But most of our teachers, because I speak to pretty much all our teachers, I walk around, say hi, talk to them. I used to train them. Soon I'm going to be training them again soon. All of our older teachers before the pandemic, I've taught all of them. So all of them take like a 1 week pronunciation and grammar class with me. Really? And it's 10 hours. Yeah, 10 hours of training. It was a good quality control. Yeah. But since the pandemic until now, they kind of put it in with the 2-week training that they have in the very beginning. The newer teachers, of course, they're just right out of college. They're new. They're not used to speaking English all the time. But when they start working here, they have to basically speak English for hours and hours a day. So if we don't catch their problems, they will, or one of their colleagues will and tell them. So basically with the pronunciation, like the accents, most of it's American accents, like probably 90%. Then the other 10% is more British pronunciation.
And I saw there is a system for the teacher to, like every quarter, they have to test a pronunciation test on the system. And they have to listen whole sentence without the words.
You're very knowledgeable.
I think that's cool.
Yes, actually our team developed that with AI, and I actually make the questions. So those questions, every sentence they have to read, because it has 10 sentences they have to read off. Yes. And they usually has like 12 words in it, and then they have to listen, then read off another 5 sentences. Then after that, they have to read off a whole paragraph. And basically, in each one of these sentences, in the first 10 and next 5, I actually put words in there that I know that a lot of our teachers would have issues with. Okay? Where I've actually heard, because I listen to teachers' classes, I heard them say this word wrong, so I put it in there so when they take the test, and the test will tell them, hey, this word you had like a low score, meaning you had like a vowel sound wrong or a consonant sound wrong. It'll tell them. And it gives them feedback. But it doesn't give them like really detailed feedback, just a little bit of feedback. And the same thing with the paragraph at the end. Basically, I would put harder words in there. And basically what it does, it tests their pronunciation. And most of our teachers get like a 75 out of 100 or 85 out of 100, like between 75 and 85 out of 100. Some of our teachers that have been here longer, they're going to be usually up by around 90%, which is really good. Yes. Even me as a native speaker.
I heard about your score, maybe 80?
Yeah. So I was one of the guinea pigs. This is when we first started AI, and I was just reading it out, And I only told a few people that, so someone told you. I think an 81 or an 80 out of 100, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I would look at the feedback it would give me, and it said, oh, one of the words was, because before it was a little different, we had to read off just one word, like pig.
Pig.
Yeah, pig. And it said, oh, I didn't pronounce the P. I'm like, what did I say, ig? So it gave me like a lower score, and that's why I was like 80. But before, actually, that's a new program to basically kind of quality control.
Oh.
But our old program was actually me.
You just...
I would watch every one of our teachers 10 minutes of their classes. And I would listen to their pronunciation and grammar and give them feedback every quarter. So 4 times a year, I would listen to 10 minutes of their class. But concerning the accents, most for teachers' accents should be very good.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Like I said, it's usually the newer teachers that need help. But after a while, maybe 6 months or a year, they fix their mistakes, they get a lot better.
Okay. I want to ask the next question. Have you ever met Taiwanese students here before? Do you think what's the big problem with our pronunciation? Or could you teach me some tips, like speak to like a native speaker? Which some do we definitely have to notice?
I mean, whenever you're pronouncing words, it's very soft. Like your tone is very soft, okay? So you need to, I would say maybe pronounce your consonant sounds a little harder. That's what I would recommend.
Okay.
Just because, like you say, tips.
Tips.
Like it's very soft. I would say tips.
Oh. Okay.
So you're very soft. So I would probably try to overpronounce maybe some of the consonant sounds. It might actually help. Because your vowel sounds sound fine. I would say.
In fact, I'm not good at A sound, long A. So when we try to multiply our accent, what ways you will recommend to?
Shadow.
Shadow.
So like shadowing. So if you have like a favorite movie you like, I recommend basically if you like a scene of a movie and you want to kind of get their pronunciation down, shadowing is good. So what you want to do is kind of try to pronounce it just like them. And what you'd want to do is repeat it. Repeat it.
Okay.
So there's like maybe a short, maybe 15, 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Basically, you want to repeat every word they say and try to say it just like them.
Including the tone.
The tone, everything, the word stress, every little thing.
So you
intonation.
have to spend a lot of time to do that.
Yeah, it might take you an hour to basically get down like 15-second. Maybe there's like 3 sentences. To actually get it to be like, it's like really good. It might take you an hour to do it. So you have to be very repetitive.
Okay. My last question. I really enjoy your class on Tuesday night. You will share a lot of skills about how to learn English. Just like if I want to remember more vocabulary, maybe I can practice using different level words like I'm happy, I'm pleased, I'm satisfied, or important, necessary, or vital.
Good.
So I
remember?
I remember. I recite, and I want to ask you, could you recommend how do I learn the new language? Do you recommend a good way to learn a new language?
I think everybody's different in that aspect. I would say the best way to learn a language, once you kind of get a foothold, meaning once you kind of learn the easy words, or the ABCs, you learn the easy words like hi, hello, you kind of have to put yourself in like a difficult situation. And I probably told you that quite a few times in my class. Just because if you walk into a classroom or if you walk into a learning situation and if it's always easy for you.
You repeat the same sentence?
Yeah, if you repeat the same sentence over and over again, you're probably not going to learn anything. So you have to change it up, make it different, make it difficult if you can. You can always ask the teacher. oh, if they're talking very slow, maybe speak quicker or have a different type of lesson. I actually have a student here. He's been here for like 4 months, and he has a very good idea of like how he likes to learn.
Oh.
And so he actually made his own lesson, like where he basically told the teacher, show me a picture. And he basically would have to name everything in the picture, describe what the people are doing or what's happening in the picture, and maybe the verbs that are being used. It's best to have like a native speaker, like a friend, maybe a coworker or someone that you can speak to. You know, you can always talk with them every day, and it's like, it's always nice having a, back in the day we would call them pen pals.
Pen pals.
Pen pals. Someone that you would write to. That's like, oh, in America you can have a pen pal from Japan. I remember it was like a classroom, like high school thing. Oh, you can write to someone in Japan. They'll send it to that classroom in Japan, and the Japanese people would send it back. It's kind of like a way to learn language. If you're learning like English or Spanish or something, you write it out, send it.
Cool.
It's kind of a good way to learn like your writing skills.
I think the listening, speaking, and writing is they will impact each other.
Of course. Like when you're reading everything, all of it all kind of intertwines.
Yes. Thank you so much to sharing yourself with me, and I have prepared some gift I want to share with you. It's not a big gift. It's a snack from Taiwan. It's famous food, but I don't know. Have you ever tried this? It's a pineapple cake.
No.
And that is a chocolate cookie.
Thank you very much.
Hope you can enjoy
Thank
them.
you.
So thank you, Justin. I will to speak in Chinese.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Thank you very much, Ivy.
So bye bye.
Bye bye.
刚把相机关掉之后，才真正放松下来，然后跟 Justin 再聊了一下关于这边老师和口音的事情。我自己觉得蛮幸运的，就来这边上课，然后认识了美籍老师、菲律宾的老师，然后了解了大家是怎么样去做品质控管，就觉得大家都在这件事上面蛮坚持品质的，所以我自己觉得蛮开心可以来到这里。我知道大家都会问我为什么最后是选择 QQEnglish， 我必须诚实跟大家讲说，我其实是因为在台湾的时候跟 School A+ 的专员讨论，然后就是让他们去推荐给我觉得适合我的学校，所以不是我自己一开始就选定要这间学校。可是在我来了这快1个月的时间了，我就觉得这里的多元课程或是自由校分这件事是真的蛮适合我的，然后尤其在这边又遇到了很多不一样的老师跟不一样的同学，就觉得这个选择真的完全没有错，所以才会想要拍这一系列的影片分享给你们。但详细关于语言学校我思考了哪些面向的这些议题，我会放在另外一支影片，你们可以参考那支影片，然后去找到适合你们的校风啊或是学校。那以上就是今天的挑战影片，虽然说还没有办法到很流利的跟 native speaker 一来一回的对话，但我觉得至少我有突破勇气。我觉得2年前的自己应该完全想不到我有勇气来做这件事情。那以上就是今天的影片，然后希望大家都可以在学习英文的这条路上找到更适合自己的方式。如果大家对这间学校有兴趣，我会再把网站连接放在资讯栏，大家可以点选，或是你也可以直接去问 School A+ 的专员去做联系跟咨询。那以上就是今天的影片，我们就下次影片再见，拜拜。
I woke up coming home on the East train, barely alive. All I could hear was the sound that the breeze made. Watching days pass by out my window. Everybody's getting on and off, and I start to wonder if I miss my stop, if I'm just going where the wind blows. Cause you know I'd never make this up. I've never been the type to push my luck, but I can't afford to miss the memories I've been wanting to make, and I can't wait. I'm going wheels up from the east side, maybe cross a couple borders and see those northern lights. Finally take it all in with my own eyes. It's time to write my story, got my whole life waiting for me. I see the bigger picture and I know I'm gonna figure it out. And I don't gotta wait till next year comes around.